Welcome
Back
to another
episode.
there it is.
I was
Look,
thinking,
got in there. There it is.
You got in on that, baby.
No, bro. Good morning.
Yes,
good
sir.
afternoon. Good evening.
Yeah.
Welcome back to yet another whiskey and insurance podcast.
Absolutely.
What is this like? What number is this?
Seven. This
Wow.
7.
7.
So if you haven't watched the last 6, go watch the last 6.
Yeah.
We're on the 7th episode of the Whiskey and Insurance Podcast.
Let us know some feedback. We always
Dope.
like to know feedback.
We are starting to get some.
A lot.
Yes, we are.
A lot.
And if you didn't see our TikTok, we are giving a 2-bottle giveaway.
Okay.
When we hit 1K subscribers on
Yep.
YouTube. You also have to be following Instagram or TikTok.
Yep.
Correct.
But that will be good. It's an $80 value.
Yep.
Where we
gonna
at?
be we're at like 750, but
Yeah.
we'll probably keep growing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
getting close.
We're getting there, fellas.
Every week it keeps growing. So
Yes.
thank you for the support. Thank you for
Absolutely.
the shout outs. Thanks for the comments and the direct messages. We actually are bringing today's topic, which we won't get into just yet.
Correct.
But we are bringing it to you guys from a topic that was requested from us last week. So hopefully, if you're watching, I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
but
his name was Jack. Shout out Jack.
Shout out Jack.
His
We're
last
gonna
name,
bring bring you some topics and some good information that you requested.
And
So,
also, shout out Evelyn.
Yes.
Yes. Now we're doing her whiskey that she wanted.
Yes.
Okay, you're right.
It is right.
He left that in the comments.
Yeah, that's the
Yep.
episode
Yeah.
full of people.
Yeah.
So we listen. We listen to you guys' requests.
we do.
So, I mean, I guess I should get into it since I already said it.
Let's do it, brother.
Absolutely.
Today, we're doing, personally, one of my favorite whiskeys,
Okay.
Angel's Envy.
So you've had it.
I've had this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've bought like 3 bottles.
Oh wow.
The bottle is really cool though, because like the back of it has the wings on it. You guys see that?
Yes,
Yep.
it's like engraved
Cool.
in
Yeah,
there.
and you can see it through it when you
Yeah,
look through it.
that's kind of cool.
That's pretty
cool.
dope.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite. So I actually learned something. I mean, obviously, I didn't do research whenever I just bought the bottle. But now that we start doing this, I'm gonna do research. So this is a family-run business.
Ooh.
So it was started by a father and a son,
Okay.
and then the grandson came in
Okay.
about 10 years later, and he wanted to like re-innovate it because it was like an older whiskey, like it's been generational. And he said it's time for the angels to come down and cure the whiskey. So that's why they named it Angel's Envy.
That's
Dope.
cool.
So it's kind of like,
That's dope.
I don't know, it's kind of like his own twist, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought was pretty
Yeah.
cool. But that's why they have the wings on the back. It is in a porter barrel, or a port barrel, which it doesn't say how many years. I think each of them is different. But yeah, this one doesn't say it yet. But
It might say it over here.
On that side.
but
Tag.
yeah. But yeah, it's doesn't say how many years. So I know it's different because they do have different versions of Angel's Envy, obviously.
Of course.
Like they have a rye,
Yeah.
and then they have all other aged ones, just pretty much like every.
Shows the batch number in the barrel.
Yeah, but it is it is produced by Louisville Distilling Company,
Okay.
which is a subsidiary of Bacardi.
Okay.
So I guess you could say it's Bacardi's whiskey.
I like that. And
maybe.
Bacardi is like a vodka, isn't it?
It's
Is it a vodka or rum?
Rum.
White rum. But yeah, so a little bit about it. So as soon as the family started to grow, it was a small whiskey in Kentucky. It's like a local place. Then the grandson did that, and then it started to rapidly grow to what we know now as Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
So it's been around for 200 years.
Wow.
So their family's been making whiskey for 200 years.
centuries.
That's a long time.
Crazy. Crazy. They call it the bourbon heritage. That's what the bottle was called before.
That's sick.
And there's actually a picture of them if you guys want to look at it.
Oh yeah.
So that's the fam. That's the ones now, I guess you could say. But
cool.
yeah, they're all pretty young. I mean, the dad's still doing it. Obviously, he's older now.
And it's
There's-
passed on from generation
It
to
looks like
generation.
there's four
so
sons right
lineage.
now.
Yeah, right
So,
now
yeah.
there's
Yeah, they got 4 kids,
Yeah.
4 sons. So you probably
carry on the generation
for another 100 or
That's
so.
sick.
for real.
Yeah.
Which would be really cool. But
Keep it in the family.
this is 86.6 proof, which I don't. What was Toki?
Oh man,
last week. I think it was right around there, 86 or 82.
86,
I think
86?
so. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
So this one's gonna be mild.
Okay.
That's why I like it, because this is a really good sipping whiskey. Like,
Yeah.
I make smoked whiskey on the rocks.
Yeah.
They're not
Yep.
old fashions, but I'll just put it on the rocks. It's one of my favorite things to put on the rocks.
Well, invite me next time you want to do that.
I
Okay.
got you.
Please.
I got you.
That sounds good.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite. And I honestly, there's some notes in here after looking it up that I didn't know before, but now I'm like, dang, am I gonna be able to taste it?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of those things. It's like, I don't know, because obviously before we started doing this, I wasn't the kind of guy that was like, "Ooh, let me
Oh, this
look
is
up what
that.
notes are."
Yeah,
You know, I just was like,
yeah.
"Oh, this tastes good."
Yeah.
You know, so.
I was the same. I
Yeah.
wasn't looking at the different flavors and
Yeah.
everything.
But it makes you think. It's super dope.
Well, it's also cool though,
Yeah.
because like now I'm like kind of educating
Yeah.
myself, and like you
Mhm.
kind of feel more educated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is my favorite part of the podcast when we get the guests what's in here.
I
And
know,
see if we
'cause
get it
we're-
right.
We got one last week.
Yes, we did get one.
What was it? Vanilla.
I went back on the video. It was so funny because you were like both yes on one,
Yeah.
and you were so disappointed
I was
because you were
so
so
mad.
confident.
I swore. What was it?
I don't even remember at this point in time, but you were so confident.
I was so confident in that.
Yeah.
And I was so let down when it was caramel.
Caramel, yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, we're going to get it right this time. And make sure you guys comment below if this is your favorite segment
Absolutely.
of the podcast, too. We enjoy it, so we hope you guys do as well. It's fun for us.
Perfect. Well, let's crack it open.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You
You got the ice?
I got some ice. Yep.
You may want to just take. Well, yeah, one glass is fine. You just fill it up.
Hey. This is my least favorite part.
Yeah,
about
I
the
know.
podcast.
Opening up this bottle.
Yeah. But honestly, might be too early, but what would be a good time is a time for our sponsor, Apollo.
Oh,
A
that
little
is
sponsor
good.
break.
This is a good sponsor break. So shout out to Apollo.
We'll see you back.
We want to shout out our sponsor, Apollo Insurance Group. They are one of the largest health insurance brokerages out of the Midwest. They specialize in health, life, dental, vision, a lot of the things you need in regards to insurance they have. So they typically save their clients a lot of money in regards to their premium. So if you don't have someone that's helping you or aiding you through this process or this chaotic world of health insurance, please reach out to them. They fight for you, they specialize in what they do, and they're great at their job.
Ooh, should I do a little crack open?
Yeah. Should we wait?
Yeah, we should probably wait. I just love this bottle.
It is a cool bottle. Like, you know how Toki, we talked about the
Yeah.
design and the lines and everything? This one,
It's actually in the shape of a wing.
yeah.
It kind of
kinda
is,
neat.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. They kind of took the two wings
Right,
along with
right,
the
right.
bottle.
Which is, I don't know, so intricate.
Port wine barrels.
Yeah. So, again, wasn't which bottle was it that was?
Port wine.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the second one. What did we do on the second podcast?
Rods,
forgetting. They're all
Rods,
running
what did we do on
together.
the second? What did we do on the second podcast?
So we did Horse Soldier number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 was
Was it Remus or was that number
no,
3?
that was number 3.
because that was
No,
at McAdoo.
Remus was number 4.
That was at
number
McAdoo.
3 was the voluptuous, right?
Oh no, I
Or
think you
was
got it back. I don't know. They all running together.
Voluptuous was 3.
Voluptuous.
And Remus was definitely 4. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Number 2 would have been something though.
It had to be something. Mhm, Yep.
Mhm,
Because
yeah.
every time we do a whiskey,
Yeah, it's out there.
it had to be something.
Let's go to the.
Go look at
I'm gonna go look on our channel.
Is this bad that we can't remember? What's gonna happen when we get to 150 episodes?
We're not gonna remember it. Oh man.
I will always remember Horse Soldier though.
I will too. I'll always remember Remus, which was the 4th
That's
episode.
true. Remus was pretty good.
Okay, number 2. Which one did we do? Did we put it in the? I'm pretty sure we
We
did.
put it in the description.
Tomstown.
Take a look.
Tomstown.
That it definitely wasn't that.
You
one.
suck at that. Every
I'm not
time.
touching it no more here.
Every time you do that.
I just didn't want to do it.
Just go ahead and take all the ice and break the glasses.
Just give me what's left. All right.
I like a lot of ice.
Yeah, we all do, but we don't get it because of you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sure.
Isn't it crazy what we deal with?
Yeah.
When Boss Man just wants to take all of it. That's his new name, Boss Man.
Ridiculous.
All right, y'all ready for this?
Yep.
No. Sorry.
Ooh,
That was good. That was a good
That was
one.
pretty fire.
better.
Yeah, that
pretty
was
fire.
good.
Ooh,
All right, let's see what it's talking about.
Okay, there's one in here that you have to guess it. There's no way you don't.
Okay,
Sorry, that was a little strong.
that's a lot too.
That's all right.
A little heavy. Again, 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know how we roll.
Interesting.
Yeah. Drink
Smelled that
responsibly.
before.
Drink responsibly. Work responsibly.
Vanilla.
Ooh, that do smell good though.
Vanilla.
That smells good. He's already on it. Look, he's trying to be the first one to get the. He trying to get the first. No.
What's in the bottle?
What's in the bottle?
That's my favorite part of that part. He's like, enough guessing. What's in the bottle?
Hell yeah, man. Told
All
you it's
right.
my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
That smells good.
I'm telling you, I smell vanilla. It's you know what it smells like to me, and I've smelled this one a lot because I've had it since quite a few times since episode 4. But I'm telling you, by far my favorite whiskey that we've done so far, episode 4.
Don't say mine.
Remus.
Yeah, that's what it
Remus
is.
is my favorite one.
Yep.
And
I
I'm
don't
telling
know.
you, this reminds me of
Number
Remus.
one.
I don't know.
Remus is number one.
Mine.
The smell does.
Mm-mm.
I'm
10th Mountain.
Wow. The
Lo-
Colorado.
Low
Colorado.
Vale.
Yeah.
Low Vale
The Vale.
action.
Okay.
It was the nuts.
And
That
Luke did
was
not like
hated.
that.
I didn't like the
Luke did
aftertaste.
not
He
like
The
that.
literally
aftertaste.
could not deal
No.
with the toasted nuts.
Make
could-
sure you guys are going out and getting these. We want to hear
Yeah.
you guys' opinion on if we're right.
Do you think that smells
or
like
not.
Remus, or am I just playing around?
Let me see.
And here's
Nope,
the
it
thing.
does. It smells alike.
Here's also one thing that we wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Even if we opened, like after we did a couple episodes, or like 10 or whatever, if we opened like a day where we could meet our subscribers and
Yeah.
y'all wanted to come up and just try some of these.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
or
I
more
think
than
it'd be
welcome
fun.
to
Yeah.
pop them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would be really fun.
Yeah,
Meet everybody.
yeah, that would be fun.
We like to engage. Okay, we know what we got to do next. We got to start. We've been smelling it.
Yeah.
So
You know
now,
what you smell?
well, he already said vanilla. So I smell
That is
like
a-
I smell berries and stuff.
Vanilla is in there.
I
Yep.
smell
Boom.
berries. It's
Right
berries.
Very
fruit.
wrong.
I'm wrong.
Very wrong.
Whatever.
I haven't tasted it. Man, look how
Uh-huh.
close I got to putting that right by my lip. You see that? Look at that. I know you can't.
This
see
man's
it,
like-
but
Right. He want to drink it so bad. I don't know.
I'm trying to
Okay,
get
let's
in there.
taste.
No.
Oh,
You are doing so. You can't just give up like that.
Well, I'm irritated because the first guess that I had, it was wrong.
Yeah.
So
try again.
Okay,
when you
so-
got
so
one
we have
question wrong
vanilla,
on a
we have
test, you
vanilla.
just give up.
yeah. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, vanilla. No berries. No, is it fruit? Any type of fruit?
No,
No fruit in there at all.
Nope.
Honey.
Nope.
no. Vanilla's already in there, so I don't think they would mix this with honey or butterscotch or any of that stuff.
Dude. I don't know.
You know what? You brought up a
I don't
thing
know.
last week, and you said caramel, and you were almost like saying that it was in there. I haven't tasted anything, but I'm just
I
gonna,
won't know
I'm just
until I
gonna throw out a guess. Is caramel in here?
It's not, but that's close.
I won't know
Okay.
until I taste.
Okay, I guess we'll taste it.
Okay.
All right. Who's got it? This
You
week?
got it. Mark.
Me?
Yeah.
Whiskey for the souls. Insurance for the wallet.
Oh, that's so good.
I love it.
That's good.
It's so good. Oh, it's my favorite.
I don't know. I can't. It does taste like Remus, but it's a little bit stronger.
It is stronger
than
than
Remus.
And even though Remus is stronger than this bottle.
Correct.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I love about this bottle. What you smell and what you taste
Are different.
are different.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Because-
taste vanilla in this.
Because there's two wings to an angel.
Ooh, that's fire.
So what you see or what you smell and what you taste is gonna be different. When you
Okay.
taste it, you taste the ripe fruit.
Okay.
When you smell it, you get maple syrup,
Okay.
Yep.
vanilla,
Uh-huh.
toasted nuts,
Okay.
and spices. When you taste it,
So is it fruit in here?
there's fruit in there. I couldn't tell you that though because you
No.
kids.
I sat there and I said fruit. Roll the camera back. He told me no. He told me no.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Wow.
you said that when you smell it, you ain't supposed to smell it. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. You smell it, but what you taste.
Uh-huh.
Look, you got to look this one up. Smoky undertones.
Smoky.
Which actually that might just mean like there's
It's
a
smoke
smoky,
like a
Yeah.
like an undertone, like
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I wonder what they did though.
It's got to be the
get
barrel
that to do that.
It's got to be
Angel.
the. Actually, I don't know because it's in port wine
I'm
barrels.
gonna see how they did that.
port wine.
Anyways.
That's another one. It was another one that was in port wine barrels. I don't remember
telling
which
him
one it was.
It was 2 weeks ago. It was 10th Mountain.
Was it? No,
No, it wasn't 10th.
I don't know.
Anyways, ripe fruit,
Again, I was right.
chocolate,
Oh, okay.
creamy vanilla,
Mm.
spices with sweet candied notes of tangerine.
Okay.
I really tasted tangerine, but that's just because I drink it a lot.
You know what they have that we haven't even touched on that I just found because I'm trying to find the smoky flavor of Angel's Envy, and I don't even know how to say it. But the barrels that they keep these in for port from the port wine barrels, they're actually Mizunara.
Mm.
Nara, it's Japanese. Mizunara oak. Mizunara oak.
So it's oak.
So they keep these in these barrels. I just saw this. It took them 5 years to find the perfect oak barrel for this type of whiskey.
That's
This is why I
commitment.
love
This
is why I love whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so intricate. Look, remember the guy, the corn guy?
Yes.
The blue corn.
The wood hat.
Wood hat.
Yep.
Wood hat.
That's wood hat.
Yep.
And that was so good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Wood hat was good.
is
And he was
crazy
a
with it.
scientist.
Yeah.
Right. Just
With
take a different
corn.
corn and everything like that. Go watch the last color. I don't know when that was.
3.
3 weeks ago.
Episode 3.
Episode
Episode
3. Okay.
But yeah, no, wood hat. It was.
All right. And this is really good. I like
I
it.
told you this, but see here, I don't know. Like I had the expectation because I already knew.
Because
what it
you knew.
was.
So you
Right.
really don't, he doesn't count. I really could care less about his rating because he likes this.
I will say,
He pretty
once
much
you
said he
told
could
me
care
this,
less
once you
about
told me this, I mean, I get a little vanilla, but I definitely smelled it way more than I tasted the vanilla.
Yeah. Do you taste the chocolate?
I don't taste the chocolate.
Not really,
You don't?
but I
It's
think,
just a little aftertaste, like,
yeah. I get that.
and I don't.
It's
really
almost like it's almost
after.
like
yeah,
Yep.
it's almost like little chocolate,
like dark
flakes
chocolate. Flakes.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
sprinkled on the tongue.
No, and see, and I hate chocolate. Like
Yeah.
I'll be the first to say I hate chocolate.
Yeah.
But this bottle,
It's good.
this is my favorite.
I
Yeah,
like it.
I will
It's
say
good.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and get this bottle for my personal home.
Ooh,
Luckily-
you gonna put it on the shelf at the crib, huh?
I think so.
I like that.
gonna be
That means it's good. That means some good. All right. Well, we tasted, we smelt it. Let's rate,
Rate
it.
it.
It's time to rate it.
I'm going last.
You gonna last?
I
Okay.
did it. I did it.
He's doing it. Yep.
I go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
You take it.
You get
Here
it,
we
big
go.
dog.
Big
Go
dog's
get it,
gotta
big
eat.
dog. Big
We'll
dog
go.
gotta eat.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. I
Get
think
so
I like this. I like it a lot. I mean, it tastes really good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Luke was saying that it tastes like a previous one, Remus, which I love. That's my highest rating thus far out of every
That is.
whiskey that we've had.
Or tequila.
No, whiskey.
He was about
Whiskey.
to say tequila.
Whiskey.
Maybe we
that
should
we've
do
had.
tequila. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe we'll have a
I like
special
whiskey.
episode. But so I like it a lot. The story is cool.
Yeah.
But it's just not doing enough for
Really?
me.
Here comes the but.
Yeah. It's
I'm
not-
interested to hear why.
I'm about to tell you, it's not
Okay.
doing enough for me to put it in front of Remus. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, yeah, please.
Because Remus was smooth
Yeah.
and the proof count was more than this in here. So this was around 86 or something like that on
I
the
think
proof.
Remus was like
86.6,
90.
yeah.
Remus was like
I can borrow it.
something. I thought it was in the 90s. Maybe I'm wrong.
It
Yeah.
was.
This is
93, I think.
43.3% alcohol. Remus
Yeah.
was, I think, was 50 or something.
Yeah. So
Or 48.
so to have that much content in it and then also be so smooth going down
Yeah.
and just enjoyable.
Yeah.
Remus took it from me.
94 proof.
See,
George Remus.
super hot, like almost 10
Yeah.
more in proof count. And so with that being said, it doesn't beat Remus, but it was just more of a harsher swallow
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like it. I think I gave Remus what, a 9,
Mhm.
a 9.5 or something like that.
Yeah, something.
I'll give this an 8.5.
Okay.
8.5.
Yeah, that's good. That's doing it
It's
justice.
really
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
I still would, I would drink this.
Yeah.
I love the chocolate flakes.
I,
It's just being sprinkled on the top.
maybe we make
man.
a chocolate. I don't know, like a old fashioned. Try to like with this
That would be
And
fun.
you know how like some bars will like pull like a little chocolate
little square.
or a cylinder type long one. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I know what you're talking about. I know what
Throw
you're
it
talking
in
about. And throw it in
like
there.
like in a chocolate.
Are you talking about like a
Yes, yes.
cinnamon stick?
But a
Yes, but a
stick.
chocolate
Okay,
stick.
okay.
Yes, there we go.
Yep.
Chocolate stick.
A chocolate cylinder long thingy. Bro, what?
Chocolate stick, baby. I'm not eating chocolate sticks on the rig, right, Talbot? To throw that in there, that would probably give some.
That would be good.
That would be kind of some wild flavor.
Yeah.
I like
Kind of
that.
cool.
All right, what you got? Ooh, wow.
You like it?
I do. I like this a lot.
It is a good one.
I think.
It's a good one.
I think what I like about it, and there's toasted nuts in this one, mind you.
Yeah.
in the smell,
Okay, in the smell,
not in the taste.
that's
So
probably why I like it.
That's probably why you like it. The
Which is weird.
the smell is just from the barrels.
Got it.
Okay, that's
So
what I was gonna ask you.
read is like the barrels are. I don't know how to explain this, but like they're sat in toasted nuts.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
Okay.
a bunch of them.
They probably put
So, like-
toasted nuts in the barrel.
No, because then they would be in the whiskey.
No, they probably they probably take the barrels dry, throw a bunch of toasted nuts in there, dry, let it sit, pull all the toasted nuts
Dry.
out, dry, then throw the whiskey.
They might. Yeah,
I bet you that's what they do.
maybe. But that's why you get the aroma.
Mm, the smell of it,
The smell.
not the taste.
Not the
But
taste.
hold on, Luke's not done.
Yeah,
You
you're
didn't
right.
Give
Yeah,
your
yeah.
rating.
8.9.
Oh,
I can't give it a 9. I
There's
can't
a-
give it a 9. I like that.
I
a
like
lot.
that.
So, still, Remus is still your highest one.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Tenth Mountain
That one
still-
was
But this
so
isn't-
smooth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remus is unbelievable. But this is for me, it'd be my second one.
Yep.
I will guarantee
Yep.
that second spot right now.
Yep.
But
Second
you
one.
only had an 8.5.
Only
That's
at an
low
8.5.
for a second.
But this,
spot.
but for me, that's not my highest second. All
As
the
of
other
right
ones have been
now.
8.3s or
As of right now, you
6s.
just said you'll guarantee your second spot.
I mean,
That's as of right now.
we see how long Remus has been on the board for me.
Yeah, but you
we're
can't-
7th episode.
Yep.
Yeah, 8.5 though. You can't say that's a guarantee.
What's your rating?
All right, so here's what I'm gonna say.
I don't-
Obviously, I've drank this bottle quite a few times.
Mhm.
One of my favorites to sip on. Also, shout out to my brother that didn't believe I could make it in this industry for putting me on.
Yeah, shout out to him. I made it.
No, yeah. He actually put me on. He bought this for me for my 21st birthday.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. And the reason why I like this higher than Remus,
Mhm.
when I'm drinking, I like how smooth it is, but I also like a little bit of a kick.
I like that.
I like it to punch
can-
me a little bit.
I
You know, it
can
wakes me
respect
up
that.
a little bit, especially at 6:30 in the morning.
But drink responsibly.
We like to
Exactly.
film early and bring you content.
Yeah.
But yes, so I mean, I'm gonna give this a 9.1.
Wow. Is that your highest?
No,
What's
9.2.
Nine
What-
two was
10th Mountain.
10th Mountain.
Dude, no one even liked the 10th Mountain.
He liked it.
I know.
I did. And
I
guess what?
know.
I bet you there's one of our subscribers out there that would like it too.
Go try it. Please put it in the comments.
Let us know if
Please.
Talbot's right or.
Yeah.
And at the end
Although
of the day,
I will say,
it's
I
just
like that he
opinions.
likes it because I picked it up. So
Yeah,
that makes me
yeah,
feel
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just opinions at the end.
Yeah,
of the
people
day.
like different things.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, well, should we go on to the content?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Should we do one more toast?
One more.
All right.
Or should we save it till later? We'll do it now.
Yeah,
do
we
it
do
now.
now. Mark, you got it.
Whiskey for the soul. Insurance for the wallet.
Perfect. I like that a lot.
It's better than it sits.
Chocolate
So-
flakes.
Jake, shout out Jake from Wichita State.
Yes.
Jake,
Yeah.
I just looked. Jake
Yeah.
McKenzie.
Yes.
So
Jake
thanks for
McKenzie,
listening.
shout out.
Appreciate you, brother.
Jake McKenzie, we are going to bring you some content that you specifically requested.
Yeah.
So Jake is a senior in college,
Nice.
wanting to get into the insurance industry.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. It's like the first time I've ever heard that.
Really?
Most of the people
There's
I
a
talk
lot of
to
people
don't.
want to get into the
I
insurance
know.
industry. Actually.
Most of the people I talk to don't.
Yeah.
So he would like to see a segment dedicated to Insurance 101 tailored to emerging professionals in the industry.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like
So
I like that.
What,
right now.
First of all, how did he get in contact with us? LinkedIn?
LinkedIn, he messaged Mark.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I
Is he
think
gonna
that
interview?
it would be, Jake, you should interview with Apollo.
You should.
You should.
You should come
If
on.
you're listening,
come talk
you should,
to us.
Yeah, you should come talk to us.
Reach out to us.
But we would love to, let's just talk about what's it look like for a new emerging professional or someone coming out of college or anybody who's looking to make the switch. We've talked a little bit about like this type of information in the past, like episode 3 or 4, I don't remember, at Macadoodles. But especially someone who is wanting to get into insurance,
I guess.
what's the steps? Let's talk about that first.
I'll go first because I'm probably the newest.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, make sure you talk about the steps in order.
Absolutely. So first one, obviously, is going to be establish what kind of insurance you want to get into.
Yep. That's really important.
And honestly, I mean, not everybody's going to know.
Yeah.
It kind of just it's going to pull on your heartstrings for real. I mean, like you have to understand what you're doing and what you want to provide.
I like that.
Obviously fell in love with our mission statement, positively impact people's lives.
Yep.
That's something that I've always strived for. Come from a family aspect, knowing it's a family-run business. You know, having that family, it's just closer. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? It's something that hit close to home. And having friends that already worked here, knowing that they're successful, that helped too.
Yep.
Being a young industry, that helped.
Yep. Yep.
And honestly, just like realizing when you pick what insurance you want to go to, you're going to start at the bottom.
Yep.
Everybody's different. You got to establish if you want to be a broker or if you want to be, just a literal insurance agent for a specific carrier.
Or claims. I mean,
Or
you get in
claims,
claims
yeah.
within insurance carriers. You could go into account management with an insurance carrier. You
Yep.
could go into, and then you talked on specific industries. You've got property and casualty.
Yeah.
You've got group
Life
health
insurance.
insurance, life insurance, health insurance for under 65 and Medicare.
So many.
You got, I mean, there's a lot of different insurance
list
things
goes
that you can
on.
go on that.
And now we have like insurance adjusters that
Yep.
do
Yep.
like storms and
Yep.
stuff
Yep.
like that. And
So-
I mean, you have a lot.
I would say perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got to figure out what industry you want to do and what company resonates with
Absolutely.
you.
I
Remember-
guess we can just go back.
Remember, we talked about that in the last couple episodes. It was make sure your goals align with the company
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
you're working for. So that
You want
goes
to go
back
on
to that
point
point.
two? We can just go around. Go point by point.
No, I think it's important. I think what you said, Talbot, is absolutely correct. The first step is making sure you know exactly which sector of insurance you want to work in and deal with. But the second thing is with that comes with a test, right? So there's an exam that you have to pass, whether that's a health exam, whether that's a health and life exam, whether that's property and casualty exam. So you will have to pass that exam. That is, you can do that online, or you can go in to an establishment and take the test like you would back in school.
They watch you like a hawk.
Yeah,
bro.
you
Yes.
got to put your phone in a locker. You can't. Have
It's
it
no
in your
joke.
pocket.
You're in a
It's
locked
not-
room.
It's no joke, but it's a real deal. You know, you're literally in control of someone's health insurance, which is a big line item in everyone's household, no matter who you're talking to. Everybody
Well,
needs
you
their
got to
health
talk to
insurance.
somebody. You got to ask them what their social security
Yeah.
number is. You
Yeah.
got to ask for bank information or credit
Yeah.
card information. So there's stuff out there that you're touching important stuff, and
Seriously.
you need to have a test to be able to talk properly about the product.
There you go.
Sure.
And
For
then
sure.
two, like, hey, this person's legit. They can get a license,
Yep.
that type of stuff. So you do have to pass background checks, all that
Yep,
kind of
everything.
stuff.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, no, I would say that. And then I think one of the good things too, and I know we talked about like finding a company that resonates with you,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you do that?
I mean,
What? So think of the guys like Jake who
Yeah.
send us a message from Wichita State. What do they need to do to make sure that they are making inroads with the businesses that they want to go work for if they want to get an insurance?
That's a very good question, actually.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing, I'm a little biased because I obviously work here, but I'm gonna be honest. I think this is one of the best environments to work in as a newly graduated college professional. I mean, I'm just saying, because like you look at us, like Jake, if you were to come in here, the oldest guy in the office is literally 27. That's a sales agent. I mean, we're all young, brother. Like it's we all have the same goals. That's the biggest thing. Like, and it's not bad to go on an interview. Like, I thoroughly agree with going in person to an interview. Don't do any of this online stuff if you don't have to anymore. Because going into an environment for an interview shows a lot about the character of the company and of the person.
You get to see what the people work like. You get to see them, you interact with them, or at least you should interact with them. Because I know whenever we do our first round over Google Meet or Zoom, whatever you want to call it. So video conference, so we can see the person if we interact well with them, and then we bring you in for what we call a second round interview, which is in person, because we got to make sure that you like the space. You got to be able to visualize what is it going to look like for you when you accept and actually step day one into the job.
Absolutely.
That is so important. Exactly.
So important.
Again, we talked about vision before, but you have to see the vision. And, you can see these people in action, right? You get to see what your workspace is going to be in real time. And so it's very crucial to, like you said, in person is very crucial.
Very crucial.
So there's a test.
Yes.
You make inroads with a business. So go in person for your interview if you can, so you can visualize the place that you're going to. How should they connect with that business? Should they, perfect, honestly, in my opinion, I think Jake did the right thing. Just reaching out and LinkedIn and putting in a message to you.
I was so surprised, not surprised because, we get things like that from time to time.
How professional
and especially, it was very professional. I mean, it was well written. It was written well. He took his time, you can tell.
For sure.
Jake, did you use AI for that? I got
won't harm you.
If you did, we won't. It doesn't. Hey,
if we did, we're actually gonna give you props.
It's okay. It's okay. But no, Jake, I really think that that's the way you go about it. If you want something, go get it. If you see something, exactly. You right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yep. I love that. Talked about that.
Love that.
On one of our last episodes.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant.
Yes, baby. R.I.P. Absolutely. But I think he did it well. I mean, he's been seeing us on LinkedIn, and he's a listener of the podcast.
Love that.
And
Appreciate that.
We spoke about that a little bit, and and he just wanted insight, more information on how he can be successful in this industry, and so he reached out, and he had no fear, and the way he did it was the correct way.
I love the fact that he also showed his experience, like he's done an internship in insurance.
Me too.
So if you're out there, you're trying to get into the insurance industry and you're a junior or a sophomore, go get an internship over the summer months with the insurance industry or an insurance company, whether it's financial planning or you name it. There's all kinds of jobs out there that you could do. But I think that the key, in my opinion, if you want to be ahead, I'm always, if you guys know.
Let's go, Luke.
If you want to be ahead
Let's go, Luke.
of your peers,
Come on. Go on.
you need to start earlier than anybody else is willing to start.
Absolutely.
You got to work harder too.
I would recommend
Yep.
researching, if let's just use health insurance as the industry you want to get into.
Yep.
Research health insurance.
Yep.
What's been going on with health insurance? Learn health insurance. If you know you want to get into the insurance industry, guess what I would do? I'd start studying
Pass
for my
that
test.
Absolutely.
So that your test is already done. You already have knowledge ahead of everybody else.
That's
so that
huge.
when you've got your license and you're interviewing, you've already got the license. You've got health, life, and accident. Okay, perfect. You don't even need to worry about this. So then before you ever start day one, at whatever organization you're going to be at, you're already ahead because you got a license and you got your test passed.
Absolutely.
And then the third point I would do,
Okay, give me 3.
Yeah, give me 3.
start learning sales.
Ooh,
I would listen
yeah.
to sales podcasts. I would listen to podcasts
Absolutely.
like this where you can get information about health insurance, or I'm using health insurance as an example, but
sure.
whatever industry you want
Business.
to get into.
Business.
Listen to business podcasts, and I would learn how to mold and how would you sell to people. And I know it's kind of cheesy, but like a lot of times we'll even in an interview, I try and throw people off. I purposely do that because sales is thinking on your feet
Yeah, for sure.
in every conversation. So, you know, and it's the same thing, the Wolf of Wall Street or whatever you want to do.
pen.
Sell the pen.
I remember that.
Sell the pen. And I try it before that. I also try to rock them back on their heels a little bit in a nice way, just because like, hey, I want to see like how they respond.
recover.
How can they come back from this and everything. But on the pen, everybody always tries to sell the pen.
Yeah.
Don't sell the pen.
No, sell yourself.
Well, that and ask questions.
Yeah.
Are you in the market to buy a pen?
Yeah.
You got to ask questions.
Yeah.
You can't. What happens if you're not? Well, then guess what? I would have wasted 10 minutes trying to sell some pen to you
For
if you
sure.
weren't even in the market for a pen.
Yep.
So I always tell people, you start learning how to ask questions like that. And I think that only is going to help you be successful and put you ahead of your peers, which will 100% jumpstart your career in this industry.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
You have to. I think that's 100% true. Starting early, and we're not just saying this just to say it. No, these are things that we did.
I did
Luke,
that.
what age were you when you got your license?
I got my license when I was 18. I'm a little unique in the sense that I had a dad who ran our business and our insurance business. I knew this is what I wanted to do. But for me, I started going to meetings when I was 14.
Yeah.
I started listening every Monday morning to at a table like this, a conference room maybe a little bit bigger, and there was probably 12 agents that were all my dad's age that were talking about health insurance and how they were going to market and go to strategy about health insurance.
Yeah.
And I think that just for me being able to soak in that knowledge at such a young age, and then boom, I got my license 18. Boom, I'm starting to sell by the time I'm 19, and I'm selling at 19 through now.
Exactly.
And realistically, I really started selling before then because even when I was 17 years old, back in the day, my dad used to go to these small towns outside of Kansas City, and so I took a buddy of mine. Shout out to Anthony Albera if you're watching. One of my good friends from high school. He was in my wedding. Shout out to Anthony. Anthony and I, we would go walk into small towns as 17 and 18-year-old guys before we even had our licenses, and we would set appointments for my dad to go sell. And so I'll vividly remember there was a couple of auto body shops, some car mechanics, some different shops, like we're talking Carrollton, Missouri, that are probably still clients to this day.
Rural areas.
And we just walk in and we're like, hey, would you like help for your health insurance? And we just have the conversation. Then we set up the follow-up appointment for my dad. So we started at an early age in this stuff.
Love that.
Yeah.
And Anthony, he's now doing accounting and working in controller stuff, and he's still in business, but he travels all over now. Like he travels down to Brazil, and he's working in Brazil for the business. He's like managing entire finances for South America and North America, and for the business he works for.
That's awesome.
And he lives down in Tulsa. So one, shout out to you. Two, I guarantee you, he probably still uses the principles that he learned at this job at such an early age. And then he also got his health and life license pretty similar to me. I was probably 18 and he got his license at probably 20, and he interned at an insurance industry over the summer months working and trying to sell and make sales. And I guarantee you he uses those same principles to this day.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely.
They don't go anywhere,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
that kind of stuff to stick with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Hey, it's just sales in general.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as you start like I don't know, expanding your expertise and like that's one of those things about sales. You never stop learning.
No,
You
absolutely.
always
not.
get better.
Absolutely not.
Because there's generations change.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I literally love every day, because the variety of people that you talk to is one in a million. I mean, you talk to literally everybody under the sun.
Yeah.
And like from someone that has ADHD, being able to adapt to that is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Keeps my mind busy.
Yeah.
But fourth thing.
yeah,
Oh.
fourth thing. We got a fourth thing coming
We
up.
got
I like that.
Okay.
Fourth thing. It's going to be knowing whenever you pick a specific insurance company that you want to work with,
Yes.
knowing that you will always start on the lowest of the totem pole.
Yeah.
Mm.
You alluded to that a little bit earlier.
Yeah. So like, obviously us, we're 100% commission.
Yep.
So I mean, you're ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Jack, right?
Jake.
Sorry. But that's why I'm saying I think college professionals that are graduating is the best time because most of them. I mean, none of us really made money in college.
Yeah.
I mean, if you played a sport, you definitely didn't make money. But that's what I'm saying. Like, just getting a paycheck is better than nothing.
Yeah.
And being able to understand the growth that you can have in this industry.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Like
Talk about it.
I tell people
Talk
to get
about
in
it.
this industry, man, as
I knew I
early as
shouldn't
they
have said that.
can.
Yeah.
As early as you can.
Yeah.
If you like sales, you like insurance, this is, I mean, yes, your first year, your first 2 years
It's gonna be hard.
is
It's
just
grind.
always hard.
It's every.
And you're gonna have peers and friends that are making more money than you at other jobs with a W-2 salary with benefits,
Yep.
and you're gonna say, "Man, what am I doing?"
Yep.
But I'm telling you,
that second, third year.
that
boy.
second, third year, you will double or triple your income over your peers.
Correct.
And I think that is just
And then who topped off? Ooh.
And that's some things that I shared with him when I
Oh, nice.
responded to
Nice.
him.
Yeah.
You know, in this industry, if you put in the work, if you commit yourself, if you do what it takes, right? If you're working while they're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
If
Absolutely.
you're hustling while they're snoozing, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing those type of things, you got it 100%.
Absolutely.
And you have to devote yourself to your craft
Absolutely.
and seek help. And another big thing that we alluded to earlier, start young.
Yeah.
Don't wait
Yes.
now. Go get it.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
start studying for the exam. Go pass that exam.
go
so
get
guess
ahead
what?
in life.
Yeah.
Man. Go
Absolutely.
get ahead in life. What are
Absolutely.
you waiting on?
It's no
Yeah.
point.
No point.
Go after
Set up
it.
for your future family.
Absolutely.
Not when you're 30 and you have a kid and then you have to start working.
You owe it to
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself.
Well, and that and that's like the biggest thing. Like, you do owe it to yourself.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And why not work when you're young, the
Oh.
dog hours? Then when you're 30,
30.
you can just golf on Thursday, Friday,
Yep.
whatever, Monday.
We're talking 30. You didn't hear this man say 65.
30.
He said 30 years old.
Like, that's one thing that we talked about when my
Oh,
class
man.
came in,
Oh,
me
man.
and
Oh,
Rod's.
man.
That's literally what we sat in the room. They said, and Luke told us too, like, it's not full retirement, but you're definitely not working 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
You're picking and
Actually,
choosing.
you're working 8 hours a day on the golf course on your swing.
Yep.
That's what you're doing. And then you're going to answer the phone every once in a while when people call you.
Yep.
Like, it's one of those industries, obviously, residual income.
Yes.
Can't harp on that enough. That's the best thing in the world.
That's a big one that we didn't even hit.
We did a couple episodes, but
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
A couple episodes.
I didn't want to make it repetitive, but yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
just go back and tune into some of our episodes where we
Yeah.
talk about residual income and how awesome this industry can set you up long term. But this is more for emerging professionals that know they want to get into insurance, so they already know about the residual income, or they should.
There you go.
If you don't, ask
Yeah,
people.
that's my fault.
Ask people. Well, no, that's good. It's still good that you touch on it.
Absolutely.
Just tell them to go to our other episode and listen.
For sure. But yeah, man, I mean, honestly, there's no better time than start now.
Yeah.
I mean, especially since he's about to graduate, or he is graduated.
Yeah. No, he's
Graduating.
graduating.
Graduating. Nice.
He's graduating.
First of all, congrats on that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not very many people go to school anymore, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. I mean, you don't have to have a college degree to do insurance.
Nope. Sure
That's the
don't.
beauty of it.
Sure don't.
And like, I don't
We
know.
can go on
I just,
and on.
I just
on.
laugh because it's like back in the day. I mean, when you talk to your parents when you were younger, it's like, hey, go to school, get a W-2 job, work your way up the ladder,
Security. Corporate ladder.
and it's like now it's like, bruh, don't go to school.
Yeah.
Get a job at 20.
Yeah.
By 25, you're making 400 grand
Yep.
and you're chilling.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
That's what it is.
and like we said earlier, if you don't want to make 400 grand, that's fine.
Yep. There are jobs in this world that people love to do, and you got to follow your heart. That's the number one thing from one of our last episodes. You got to follow your heart. Like my
Passion
wife's a
versus
teacher.
paycheck.
She was a teacher, and she had passion for wanting to teach kids, and specifically middle school kids. And there's jobs for that. They still don't get paid enough, but regardless, she loved what she did.
Absolutely.
So, money's not everything, but for those that are wanting to make money and be successful and go into business,
Yep.
insurance sales is
Great.
probably one of the number one things that should be at the top of their list.
Absolutely.
like
Sales
it.
in general.
Absolutely.
What else should we give out to emerging professionals, or should we just go ahead and say that that's enough right there?
I mean,
You
did
know
he
what,
ask anything else, or was that kind of it?
no,
That was kinda it.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
kind of.
I want to make sure we hit all of his points that he had.
Absolutely.
just emerging professionals and like what should they expect and how can they be successful as a young professional in the industry.
Yeah.
The biggest.
So, and I firmly believe start ahead, get early, get on it.
Yeah.
Start learning how to sell
Pass that
before you even I mean, could you imagine? We've had some people that do this.
Yeah.
But they come in ready to rock and roll on selling because they've already listened, they've learned, they've picked up on ideas, they've maybe had a parent that does sales, and they are already ahead of their peers. And you know how it is when it's intimidating because you come in a class, you know, of 10, 15 people or whatever, and you're like, man, how's that guy?
You don't know anybody, and you're like,
how's that guy doing well? Is he hearing me on the phone? So, I mean, all those things. I mean, if you have the confidence already coming in, like, hey, I know what I'm doing because I've been immersing myself in this industry, in this type of sales and in business.
Yeah.
You're already ahead, man.
Yeah.
You're already ahead.
Already.
That's the big thing. You got to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
This stuff right here, it excites us,
Oh,
as you
it
can
gets
see.
so right.
I could talk about this for hours. Literally hours.
I love this type of stuff.
Yeah.
It fires us up and it gets us excited. But, you know, the biggest thing that I would say as a takeaway is literally it'll take sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big sacrifice.
For sure.
You have to, it's other things that you won't be able to do when you're focusing, you're grinding, and that's a hard change coming out of, you know, when you're starting young.
Yeah.
Because let's be realistic. The insurance industry is not a young industry.
No, absolutely not. It's becoming.
It's becoming. But what we have here is the forefront of that.
Absolutely.
We've done something here that is just amazing.
I think the insurance industry is the second largest industry in the U.S. per cap by GDP or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I think it's one of the biggest ones.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
But
9.8 trillion in 2021. I mean, they have literally a total. They have in their annual compounded growth rate is 12% between now and 2027. So it's only going to grow
For sure.
And it's like this. If I remember correctly, I think it is the second. I mean, it employs 2.86 million people, but I think it's the second largest industry in the U.S.
wow.
Yeah.
If I
And I mean, now with Medicaid denying all these people, it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Yep.
I mean, we're just going to add. I mean, this
So
open
much
enrollment is
opportunity.
going to be
So much opportunity.
crazy.
Don't give him the juice. We're gonna
Yeah,
talk
I know.
about some other stuff
Yeah,
here in the
we-
next
yeah,
episode.
we
Don't do
are.
that. He's getting ahead of the game.
You know what? I wish we could give more. I have some ideas. Jake, let us know if you would want some things like this too. We won't talk about it on this episode because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
But I thought of potentially doing navigating job interviews and applications in the insurance industry.
I do like that.
If you want to talk, if you want us to talk about that, please put a comment or outside of Jake. If you're a senior and you're wanting to look at insurance as an
Anybody.
industry, doesn't matter. Whatever. If you want us to talk about how to navigate these types of interviews and finding the right business, because there are businesses out there, or what I would call call centers out there in the insurance industry that will hire any and everybody and hope that they just stick. And
There's
they
a
will.
difference.
And there's a difference in finding the right insurance industry and the right business
There you go.
that you want to get into.
Yes, sir.
So I say that with, nothing against those. I mean, there are people that make good money there. For
sure.
But it's a different lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, Scott had a great allusion to that.
So-
You're on a treadmill.
Yep. So if you want us to talk about navigating job interviews and applications and how we look at it, I'd love to talk about that for an episode too. So let us know if you want that in a future podcast.
And I was gonna say, Jake, if you want to like know more about an agent life, like I've been here for 2 years. I mean, reach out to me on LinkedIn, brother. I mean, I'm glad to talk to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're always a resource. Before we wrap this up, we're gonna wrap it up. We're getting there. Before we wrap this up, like I said, this has got me excited. I'm on a different level right now. I love giving game to people that want it, that want to receive it and want to be better, and have no fear in reaching out. And that's what some of these guys that are doing, that are reaching out to us. So I'm excited. So I think for that we need to pour one more.
Oh, wow.
I never do this on the episodes. I never do this on the episodes. So let me just do a little, just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's like.
And Luke still has ice because he took it all.
He did.
So we don't have any more ice.
No, I just finished mine.
Okay.
No, that's a
I
lot.
had no liquid.
So we're gonna close it out with a toast. So let's do it. This is dope stuff.
Look how
Let's
much
do
he
it.
poured himself compared to
I
us.
know.
You know,
I'm
he's wanting
I'm
to just
sorry.
get us hammered at 7 in the morning.
Let's do it. Whiskey for the souls, insurance for the wallet.
Cheers, guys.
Until next time, thank you so much for watching.